Good morning, Church at Liberty Park. Today we're on Proverbs chapter 31. And as you read through this chapter, maybe you're just overwhelmed at just all the things that this Proverbs 31 woman is doing and think, man, I could never be like that. And, you see that she's an entrepreneur, she's hardworking, generous to the poor, compassionate, provider. She's strong and dignified. She's a godly wife. She's kind. And so we need to remind ourselves of a few things. First of all, this is the ideal woman of wisdom, and no woman is going to perfectly portray this Proverbs 31 woman on this side of heaven. Also, need to keep in mind that this chapter isn't saying that this woman does all these things in just one day or one season of her life, but rather it's summarizing her faithful and godly life over many years. Also, it's good to be reminded that Jesus forgives us of our past, and also that his presence empowers our present day-to-day lives. So what is it that guides and motivates everything that this woman does? Well, we learn that in verse 30. It says, "Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." So we see that this woman her life is controlled by the fear of the Lord. And she sees great wisdom in wanting to honor and obey God with her whole life. So let's think about a few characteristics that this woman portrays. In verse 11 and 12, we see that her husband trusts her, and her heart's desire is to want to do him good all the days of her life. This woman is also a hardworking woman. Her desire is to serve her family and others, and she's not controlled by just always wanting to have me time. Verse 26 says that the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. So we see that she is a kind and caring woman. We also see in verse 25 that she's a woman of strength and dignity, and that she laughs at the days to come. In other words, her life is controlled by the fear of the Lord, and because she has this strong confidence in God, her life is not dominated by fear and worry and anxiety. We also see that she's generous to the poor. Verse 20 says that she opens her hands to the poor and reaches out her hands to the needy. And then let's go back to verse 30 for a minute. It says, "Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain." Now, this doesn't mean that physical beauty is not important, but it's just a reminder to us that it's not primary, that it's not of first importance, but spiritual beauty is of first importance and ultimate in our lives. And then lastly, we see that this woman, she remembers the importance of the home, and that she is a homemaker. But not just that, but she also is out in the marketplace as an entrepreneur. So it's just a reminder to us that whether you have a job in business or whatever, that God gives us those callings as well. But it's just reminding us of the importance of the home, whether or not you have a job outside of the home. So I hope you enjoyed Proverbs 31 today.